with 2 News. I'm just checking. It's fairly standard after disasters for a state leader to join municipal and county leaders in touring the disaster areas together. It's a united show of force. Were you aware that the governor was going to be in the city today? And was the lieutenant governor and governor invited to this news conference today?
So the governor, I'm trying to think of when we learned they would be here. I think we learned late yesterday that the governor would be able to come and tour the site and that he'd be seeing several other locations around the city. And then I think shortly after that, that the lieutenant governor would be doing the same, but on a different schedule than the governor. Both of their schedules were lined up that they would be able to come and visit the city this morning and do their tour then. As to whether or not they were invited to the press conference or indicated any interest in it, I have no idea.
All right, I have a follow-up, please. In an interview with 2 News this morning, the governor claimed that he has, in fact, been in contact with you while he has been in Paris. We've heard you say several times in these news conferences that you've not heard from him. Can you explain this disconnect?
I can tell you that the first conversation I had with Governor Stitt about this disaster is when he stepped off the elevator on this floor to visit our Emergency Operations Center today. I know that the governor's chief of staff has been communicating with my staff. He mentioned, I watched the interview he did, he mentioned a text chain that we were on, but he never replied to any of the texts in that. That was part of my frustration. I was trying to reach him any way I could and couldn't get through. A lot has been made of this, and I understand the interest in it. The important thing to me, though, is that we are getting what we need from the state. The Oklahoma Emergency Management is working with Tulsa Area Emergency Management Agency. Senator Treat, while he was the acting governor, signed the declaration of emergency. So I know that there's perhaps a political interest for some folks in when the governor and I talked and when I didn't, but the important thing is Tulsa is getting what it needs from the state.
And that was the base of the question. Yes,
yep.